Hello and welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. Tonight we're talking about cruise liners, the good and the bad. Said in the past what my pick for cruise liners would be. I've said it in the past why I would choose a certain airline over cruise liners. And this isn't to say, oh yeah, I was right. This is just to go over some things. If you enjoy the information in the video tonight, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. I do appreciate every subscription, every subscriber and every like. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And please comment if there's anything you would like to see, or if there's anything you liked or disliked about tonight's show. Let's get on with it. So tonight we're talking about NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings. Now, reason why when I was reviewing cruises didn't go for them has become apparent. They're the third biggest. They had dropped one of the most, and now they come out and they said they were going to become bankrupt if they didn't sell this year. And that came on the back of them saying that the cruises couldn't sell until November. No, it got put back to we're sailing in May, we're sailing in June, we're sailing in July, going to sail in August. And now they've come out and said we're not going to sell until November. Who knows when they're going to sell? But NCLH has come out and said they'll be bankrupt if they didn't sell this year. Now, if that's true, we don't know if that's true. That might have been a gauntlet thrown down to the US government to say you've already got over 15% unemployment rate. You've got over 30 million unemployed. If we go bankrupt, you're going to get hundreds of thousands of people, and the other cruise liners do. You're going to get hundreds of thousands of people unemployed that won't get their job back. No chance of getting a job back. And then what happens? They issue a bond. Usually when company says they're going to go bankrupt and they issue a bond, there's not much take up. This time they got all the money they needed to see out the year. Funny that. Now, I think when everything opens up and everything starts again, the cruise liners will do better than the airliners to start with. Basically because if we get hit with a second wave, and this is where the cruise liners have been smart, they're upgrading people to outside cabins. Purely because if there's another wave, they can, at least you can be confined to your cabin, and at least you can be outside on the balcony. They could even start selling them like with a cabin empty in between, so there's a social distancing rule. You know, I've heard all sorts of things, such as someone manning a wash station before the buffet area and making it mandatory. And if people say, well, I did it when I was in my room, they say, well, sorry, you've had to lock your door, press your door handle, press the lift button, you've had to go through doors to get here, you've touched all of that, and all that germs are on your hands, so now you have to wash your hands to enter the buffet. Also talking about having servers at the buffet area. People were worried that would slow it down, but if you've been on a buffet on a cruise ship, you know you'll be queuing behind someone who will go one way, then they'll go back to get something else, and then back again, and it will actually probably make it faster and a lot more hygienic. And a lot of people will probably be glad of it. They're talking about having robots doing some of the jobs as well. Now, because of that, I think when we first open up, when we first allow cruise ships and planes go on, that's where they'll be better suited. Problem is, they will all be saddled with so much debt that it's going to affect them so much. And as well as that, you're going to have the people who they really want, which are the new cruisers, aren't going to go. People who have gone cruising year after year, that's not the people they're chasing, it's the new cruisers. Or the people who are 50-50 about a cruise. They're not going to want to go. They're going to leave it a year or two just to make sure. Whereas the airlines, they've been given billions of forgivable debt. They can afford to leave the middle seats without passengers to start with. They can afford to do a bit of social distancing. Maybe not long term, but short term they can. You know, it's also, if this carries on for another year, they're backed by Donald Trump, whereas the cruise liners aren't. So he may come out with another round of bailouts from the cruise lines. They won't. I was already proven right with experts saying that my pick was the right one for the airlines and the cruise lines. Anyway, that's it for tonight. If you enjoyed any of the content, please hit the like. If you want to see more, please hit the subscribe. If you have any comments on tonight's show, please let me know in the comments box below. And I hope you enjoy yourself if you're going on a cruise or a flight anytime soon. Goodbye.